Hello again. Hi, Asia. Hey, Asia. Hey, girl. You're looking good. My sister said I have the Doja Cat look now. She's not wrong, but like, I didn't need that kind of disrespect on a Friday. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, this is just something like, because I saw a comment on the Many Book of Faces, and I see it a lot, and it's super annoying. And they're like, oh, this kind of rhetoric causes division, and oh, it's stirring up the people. And like, I was like, you can't make a fire roar if it wasn't already aflame. So like, these people are like, I follow a few different pages. Like, I follow a lot of like black pages, but because they just do like history and stuff, and I like it. It's like Black appreciation, and sometimes, you know, I kind of need a reminder that there's still us that loves us. But like, this isn't like a Native American page, and like, there's been so many. You know what I fucking hate? Sorry. You know what I hate about that? Like, you'll have like black pages. There's like this page, Proud to be Black, which it's alright. But then there's this one page, Black Men of Higher Education, and I love that page. It's all like historically accurate stuff. They recommend books. Like, it's very, the questions are insightful, and I love reading the comments on those. But the one I'm talking about in particular right now is like the Native American page, and they had posted something, and like this guy was like, oh, it causes division, blah blah, and like, I'm over here, I've already thought about it, and that's not what causes division. What causes division, and like, I'm not racist, I don't think I'm racist. It's just right it back. I don't think I'm racist, but shit, I'm about to go off on this tangent. I'll try and remember. I don't think I'm racist. Division. Okay, so I have conversations with a lot of people. I have conversations with like racist people, not because like I want to talk shit or anything, but I just want to understand. I don't like being confused, and like, I don't like judging someone off of what I think that they're feeling or thinking. So I try and give like people a chance, like, what, like, help me find the path of reasoning, right? So I've had a lot of conversations with like racist people, and like I would say actually a decent portion, like, once we break shit down, because I have this thing, like, when I'm looking at one thing, I don't just see this. Like, if I look at the tree, I'm like, oh, the tree's there. When I look at a tree, I'm like, okay, so that's a tree. It was smaller before. Before that, it was a seed. Like, before, you know, like, I play the tape back to see, like, what led to this. And I do the same thing with people. I don't really know how to turn that off. So, like, when I get to, like, when I try and, like, play the tape back and figure out, okay, why is this person doing this? Why is this person saying this? And then I get stuck. Then I get confused. I don't like being confused. So, like, I ask questions. And, like, when I've had conversations with some racists, like, and we get down to, like, the bare minimum, they're like, oh, yeah, that's fair. And that's, I actually cherish those relationships, and like, actually, not relationships, I cherish those conversations, because I don't know if I can actually be able to do that anymore. This is something I did like way back when, probably like 10, 15 years ago. But they were actually honest with the conversation. I don't see that being an honest conversation now, especially with like the ignorance that Trump has like emboldened people to like have blatantly. So like, now when I try and have conversations like, oh, yeah, this, and then they start like resorting to like sleeves and like blah 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 and saying all this stuff. So the division, we're not like, this isn't causing division, this is just how people actually think. And they say like, oh, just because it's social media, you do realize that on the other side of that keyboard is like someone typing. So whether or not that they feel comfortable or confident enough to say the shit in person, they feel this way. And these people are in positions of power, okay? These people are bosses. These people are paying like your bills and doing like your taxes and all this stuff. These people exist. So when you say, get over it, when you say slavery is 400 years ago, but then completely ignoring the fact that Jim Crow followed, okay, and then everything, like, Ruby Rose, and I know people bring her up, but it's like the most, because like no one really knows history or whatever, but like Ruby Rose is still alive. Those pictures are still alive. Those people in those photos are now in positions to do the same of which they feel. And if we're watching like the debates and like this whole presidential election, that's the division. That's the division. The division comes because people of color, like black people, I feel like black people are the only ones who really voice their stuff. I know other people do, but like, we're the loudest. And it's not like we're complaining, we're whining. No, it's like, we're living this. We see what's happening, and we don't like it. Like, why would we be quiet about that? Why would we be like, well, yes, Mr. White Man. No, ain't nobody doing that nonsense. No. And I'm not, like, giving, like, the black community a full pass, because, honestly, we're a fucking mess. We need to come together. This is disgusting. Like, I'm upset. I'm disgusted and upset at the situation because it doesn't need to be like this, because, realistically, together, we are strong. We are super strong. We don't need it. Why can't we be like the Samoans? No one messes with the Samoans for obvious reasons, but still, like, and even when the Asians stick together, no one says anything about that. But like, whenever black people try and come together and like do community and stuff, it's a whole, like, everyone has something to say. Oh, you're not special. Nobody wants you. Like, okay, but why are you here? Why are you here? So no, nothing's sparking division. Like, this is just how people feel. And if you really want to stop the whole racism and everything, like the whole narrative, then maybe you should start listening and stop minimizing shit. And this is coming from me. Okay, so I didn't even, like, grow up in the hood or anything like that. I can't say that, like, I wanted for it too much. Like, when I was younger, my mom struggled. My oldest sister, yeah. And, like, you know, like, even, like, my family. But my mom, like, when we got older, like, she, like, married my dad and, like, he was in the military. So we didn't have to want for anything. And I got this voice, which apparently made me one of the good ones, and all the other dumb stuff they were saying. But, like, so if I was one of the good ones, then how did I still experience racism? How did I still get called the N-word with a hard R? How did I not get a job? I got the job over the phone, and they were just like, oh, we just need you to come in and sign some paperwork. But then as soon as they come in and they see my natural hair, it wasn't like this. It was, it was longer. I had it up in like a poof, and like my cute little twist coming down. But like, as soon as you see it, like, when I say that, like, it looks like someone like poured like acid on their face and just like melted like their like smile off their face, because they heard my voice and they thought like I was like anything but black. And then when they saw me, like, I saw the disappointment. That happened to me multiple times. I've been called the N-word with a hard R to my face multiple times. Monkey, go back to Africa, all this shit. And this is happening today. Like, okay, like, so this is happening today. And it makes me angry when white people say, like, oh, well, like, you're one person. So if you say, you haven't even left your state, let alone your city. So of course you've never. How many black people are in Nebraska? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, just because you haven't experienced something doesn't mean that someone else hasn't. Or just because you haven't experienced something doesn't mean that someone else hasn't experienced it. So it's okay for you not to know, and it's okay for you not to understand. Don't speak on it. Why? The comfortability that people have speaking on shit that they don't understand with such confidence and audacity is wild. So, I don't think that's really... the division. Right. So, long story short, if you don't want there to be division, white people, shut the fuck up. Stay in your lane. And just, like, if you see something, correct them. But I almost don't even want to say that, because, like, I've seen, like, white people get upset about stuff, and I'm just like, oh no. Ooh, you better stop that. Just hush. And a hush came over the crowd. Okay? Wow. I do be talking. I don't care. This is my little video diary. Feel free to scroll past, but I'm definitely gonna enjoy watching you stay here. Okay, bye, Asia. Bye, Asia.